I definitely have to comment on the Irv Gotti reality TV show. Definitely, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Would it help his career? Maybe, maybe not. It looks like it's leaning more to maybe it might not help his career. It all depends on how the whole process turn out. You know. Only why I say that is because when you look at the reality TV show, you look at the industry part of him trying to come back on his feet, as well as his family life, like his wife and kids, and how much involvement that he has in his own personal life, how the music business affected his family life. Tool, because for a lot of us that's getting into the industry and the entertainment business, you can learn off of this because basically these are his mistakes. You know, stuff, the things that you're about to see in the Irv Gotti reality TV shows is you see a lot of his mistakes, and so it's a good tool as far as learning from it. And you don't have to be in the entertainment business to learn from it. You can have a regular 9 to 5 and learn from this because you might be that type of person that works 7 days a week and not come home to take care of your family life. Or you might be that person that works 7 days a week and then go out and party and still don't pay attention what goes into the household, even though you're paying the bills. But that's not all important. That's not always important. Yeah, to maintain the bills, make sure it's food in the house, but also what's valuable is spending time with your family, going out with them and going on trips with them and taking a vacation, being a part in your family life, your household life. Me dealing with the entertainment business and I work, and I'm still coming up stronger. Like I'm just known in Brooklyn because I host a lot of team parties coming up in this game, and I'm well respected. But I knew how to balance out my life, and certain things you could get caught up in. True, like you got to learn the Irv Gotti on reality TV show. Certain things you could get caught up in, like going a certain route to try to enhance yourself or spending out a lot of money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, a lot of that is just like taking chances. It's a gamble. The entertainment business is a gamble, you know? And a lot of gambling, like gambling, I can't really play with too much. You do it here and there. You see if you're going to win or lose, but most of the time you lose. You know what I mean? But all the time I can't do it because what I have is what I'm dealing with now is my family life. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? No, I'm not willing to gamble that. And it looked like Irv Gotti kind of gambled it. He's trying to get back on track. Ja Rule, he's trying to find himself. Ashanti, she's not down with the label no more. He has a new artist called Muse from out of Brooklyn. He has another one, Lloyd, and he has the other female that does her own writing. I forgot her name, people. I know you go to write on the comments and tell me who the other female is. But, he have all these things to juggle, but he got his own demons that he have to deal with. The reality show was showing here is not making him look any better. It's not. It's a comment that he said, what I'm going to get to in a minute. It threw me off when he said it. I couldn't believe it, but he said it. But just going back, just looking at his wife and kids and the stuff that he's going through, I mean, you got to see it on there. There's nothing I'm saying that's like, that's everything that I'm talking about is basically on his reality TV show. How he separated from his wife. He's still married, but he separated from his wife because he can't control himself because he wanted to be out with all type of different women. You know what I mean? Instead of him doing his thing and keeping it on the low, he want to put it out there, disrespect her. And when you see her, she's a real down-to-earth person. You could tell that she loves him. She's beautiful. And she's a down-to-earth person. She's not into the glamour and glitter and all that stuff. But she really looks like she loved him. You know what I mean? But she was going through a lot of verbal abuse from him and a lot of disrespect in the public's eye. And that definitely is not cool. You know what I mean? He said a comment, getting back to this, he said a comment, he said, when he was talking to his wife on the chair, he said, my brain is on getting that money and getting that respect and love of all my peers. So they can say at the end of the day that I was the greatest. I found a problem with that comment. He said the only thing that's on my mind is getting that money and getting the respect of my peers, the respect and love of my peers? What about the respect and love of your family? Because you guess what? When you was knocked off that pedestal, your peers turned their back on you. That's why you feel like that, to say, I want to get at the end of the day the respect and love of my peers, so they can say that one day I'm the greatest. Now, don't that sound bug? Don't that sound crazy? Like you chose, instead of saying, like at the end of the day, what matters to me is my family. You know what I mean? And I work hard for my family, and I'm gonna, I cherish my family. You gotta say the only thing that's on my mind is money and getting the respect of my peers. The same peers that turned their back on you or said that, you're not gonna come back on top again. The same peers that, so you wanna prove something to them. You wanna prove something to them now. Your peers, that threw me off big time. That told me right there, he's deep, deep, deep in the game. He's lost. Fear of failure. Nobody shouldn't be scared to fail in life, period. I don't care what kind of job you have or what you do, 9 to 5, or if you play sports or whatever you may do. You shouldn't have the fear of failing. And you have nothing to prove but to prove to yourself. And prove, if you want to prove to your family. To make sure that you take care of your responsibility, and to make sure that you do whatever you do in life, you do it 100, 200%. But I always say it's 2 roads. You got that easy road, you got that rough road. I always took the rough road because I can't compromise my principles in certain things. Because this business, talking about the entertainment business, would tear you up. It would make you go left and right. It would make you do some of the stupidest things. I've seen it. I've seen some of the craziest things in this business, what people would give up, their bank accounts, they put on the line. I mean, everything is a gamble in this business. Nothing is promising in this business, but for some reason, everybody, people sacrifice the important things. It's one thing if I sacrifice my time, I can't get my time back. But I'm not going to sacrifice my family or my wife or somebody that's going to have my back and support me. I'm not going to support, because at the end of the day, if I fall, I have support. I have somebody that's still going to love me. Whether it's my mother, my father, my friends, my cousins, my wife, I have somebody that's going to love me at the end of the day and support me. My peers, they ain't going to support me. They just with me because I'm hot at the moment, because I'm known. So everybody want to be near around somebody when they're hot and known. That's a gift. But when you're nothing, when you drop down or you're not hot no more, go to those same people. Those are the same people that's going to talk about you. But this is the guy that wants to get the respect of his peers and the love from his peers. What kind of statement is that? You know what I mean? What kind of statement is that? This is what it's about, right here behind me. Your family. Those are the ones that support you. Those are the ones who are going to love you regardless. But that line just threw me on. But you got to see in the Irv Gotti. So my thing is, I'm wondering, is the show going to help Murder Inc.? Or is it going to be something against it? Ja Rule has his own demons to find, because he's still living off of the 50 Cent situation, when 50 Cent kind of destroyed his career. Instead of him, and 50 Cent didn't destroy his career. Ja Rule destroyed his career because he fed into it. It's amazing what the mind can do, and how people can manipulate a situation. It's amazing. I mean, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that's how it is with Ja Rule. Instead of him sticking to the game, you know what, Ja Rule? Instead of you say you're a beast and this and that. You know what you need to do? You need to do what you love to do. Keep putting out that good. No, I don't really hear no gangster music. We hear that all the time. Do what you was doing, singing with the artists and all that, the female artists and stuff like that. Do what you do. Stick to the formula that you started to do, and that all of a sudden you stop doing because 50 Cent want to tease you and mess with your mind. Stick to the formula. That's all you gotta do. Stop worrying about the streets. Stop worrying about everybody. The streets. Streets is every man for themselves. How many times I'm gonna say it? That's what the codes of the streets are. Every man for themselves.